One thing that I always love to hear is what people are doing behind the scenes, what they're doing in their business, what they're focusing on in their business when it comes to their strategy for the year. And I think that when you look at what you're doing in your business, it's really worth assessing, what did we do last year? What worked? What do we want to do more this year? And really looking at that stop, start, continue framework that a lot of people use. So today I wanted to share with you what I'm going to be focusing on in 2025, and hopefully it kind of gives you a little bit of food for thought as to why I'm focusing on these strategies. So the first thing that I am doing is I feel like I've always done this every year, is focusing on list building, because TikTok may or may not go away this year. And I think it's just another reminder that all socials are borrowed land. And so making sure that you're continuing to grow your list so that you can continue to communicate with your ideal client, offer them the things that you have, communicate with them the value that you want to communicate with them, is just so important. So really focusing on that is my number one focus when it comes to building my audience, brand awareness, nurturing, etc. Now, how am I going to do that? YouTube is one of the strategies and one of the platforms that I'm going to be focusing on. And I'm sure I've said it before, I'm kicking myself. I started on YouTube 10 years ago and just never really took it seriously. Never committed the time, didn't really learn how to use it properly. And so just missed a huge chance to build and grow my audience and my brand on a platform that continues to bring in new potential clients and build your community and your audience on an ongoing basis. Like when I think about the fact that I search for particular things now, and people who created those videos maybe a year, 2 years, 5 years ago still come up, and I'm still watching those videos and now either discovering them, going to their website, finding out more about them because I love what they're sharing. I just think, wow, it's just such a powerful tool. And if it's something that you can do and it's something you can commit to, then I would really recommend that you do it. And you know something, learn from my mistake. Learn from my mistake of not doing it a whole lot sooner. So YouTube is definitely a big one for us this year. Even today, as I'm recording this video, I'm going to be recording a number of other videos. So really looking at the process that we're now implementing in the business from a batching perspective, which is something that I have to be honest, I have struggled with in the past, but I'm like, I'm gonna nail it this year. I'm gonna commit to it so that we can be really consistent, because I know that consistency is where the magic happens. People who can rely on you showing up on a regular basis, sharing what it is that you share, and really building your personal brand in the area that you want to be known in. Obviously, by doing YouTube videos, we've then got other things that we're offering in the description section for free workshops and products and programs, etc. So that's also going to be great for connecting with new potential clients and followers. The second thing that we're focusing on is Pinterest as well, kind of going back to the OGs really. And so my VA and we are looking at a strategy of how we are creating pins, multiple pins in different ways that we're then pinning regularly, because obviously Pinterest is one of the biggest search engines and most powerful search engines out there. And we already know that there are a lot of businesses that are doing really well when it comes to using Pinterest for organic traffic. So the purpose is obviously pinning whatever it is you have, whether it's blog posts, podcasts, articles, freebies, etc., that then drive traffic to your website. So we're going to be doing that, monitoring it, measuring it, see what's working, and continuing to build that, because really increasing the traffic to the website, traffic to YouTube videos and podcasts, as well as freebies, is going to be a focus. And I think that if you can get your freebies, your lead magnets, etc., on there, then obviously that's also going to help you with your list building too. And then thirdly, from a brand building and awareness and attraction, we have an ad strategy. So we have always run ads. We've done it fairly low cost. When we've gone into launch periods, we have invested a lot more for live workshops, webinars, etc. But generally we have our freebies that are consistently on an ad strategy. so that we are attracting and building our list on a daily basis, and we'll continue to do that. So when I think about the things that I've just mentioned, YouTube, Pinterest, ad strategy, for me, it's really top of funnel. So brand building and awareness. How are we getting more eyeballs on my business, the work that we do with our clients, etc., and how do we attract more people in? So that is kind of top of funnel. The second thing is all about nurturing. So obviously socials. So Instagram is my main platform. I also do post sometimes on LinkedIn, and really nurturing our audience and community through the podcast as well. So the Brand Builders Lab podcast. And so really thinking about, once you've got people that are coming in either on your email list, through YouTube, Pinterest, then how are you building that relationship with them? So nurturing is really socials, podcasts, and email. And one thing I just want to say is I know so many people that come to me for coaching, and when we talk about their email list, etc., they're like, yeah, I've got a lead magnet, which I don't really talk about, so I don't get a lot of people through it. The second thing is yes, I have an email list. I don't really email them that much, or I don't email them at all. And that always blows my mind. Somebody has given you one of the most valuable pieces of information that they have. It is a direct email to them, to their inbox, that you can communicate with them through. And they've also said, I'm really interested in what it is that you share. I'm really interested in what it is that you're talking about or that you teach. And then they give you that email and then you do nothing with it. And so I just really want to encourage you is that if you have an email list, really think about what your email strategy is going to be for this year. For us, because we've got our podcast that goes live every single week, has done for 8 years, we've always got fresh content to email our email community. I then run live workshops, webinars, masterclasses, so we also email a list about that. And then also just value-based content that we email on how to build a brand, how to be more profitable in your business. So really sit down and think about, how often am I going to email my email list? What are the things that I'm going to be emailing? Is it new blogs, podcasts, videos, whatever it is that you're doing? And think about how you're building that relationship with them. But do not waste the opportunity to connect with an audience that has said, we're interested in you. And then obviously we're going to be focusing on, as far as bottom of funnel and client delivery and revenue generation goes, BBA, which is Brand Builders Academy, the Amplify Accelerator, which is my mastermind and accelerator for building your personal brand. And then one thing that I have definitely left languishing a little bit is the Bold Speakers Collective, which is teaching clients how to become paid speakers. And I love that program. So really taking a look at what are the products and services, what are the courses, that's one of the things that I do, is one-on-one coaching, and then online programs and group programs. So what are we focusing on? What's our marketing strategy around those? What are the offers that we're going to make? And just really realigning and making sure that it's exactly where it needs to be and it's doing what we want it to do. So for example, BBA, Brand Builders Academy, we're doing a live round in February, which past clients can join, and we'll have new clients joining that too. And then just really looking at how else can we service our clients, make sure that they're getting the results that we promise, because that is obviously one of the most important things. And I think that, you know, throughout your entire strategy, one of the things to focus on is really perfecting and mastering what it is that you're delivering to your clients. So the method that you're delivering the results to your clients, the transformation that you're offering them, how are you really understanding, are they getting that transformation? What's the process that you're taking them through? Can the process be improved? What parts are working really well? What could you maybe tweak and change and improve? And constantly having that conversation with your clients as well to make sure that they're able to work through it easily and get the results as well. And when you focus on the results, when you're able to share what the results are that your clients get. So for example, with BBA, we've had clients that have tripled their profit, that launched within a few weeks and made $13,000, where within 2 weeks of joining, they secured and attracted 5 new clients when that hadn't been something that they had done before. So really understanding what are the results that your clients are getting, and then how are you communicating that on a regular basis, because that could be and should be a really key part of your marketing strategy. And so that's something that we're focusing on too. We've got so many testimonials, but it's just like, how are we using it? How are we getting new ones through from current clients as well? And what's the process that we have for getting that information on a regular basis? So really setting up the systems to find out how our clients are doing and making sure that they're getting the results that we want them to get. And for me this year, I'm just doubling down on that. I said to my clients on a recent coaching call, anything that you need, wherever you're feeling stuck, we just want to make sure that you're able to implement the systems and the method that we're teaching you, and that you're getting the results. It's not just about doing the work, it's about getting the results as well. And we really want to commit to our clients and make sure that they're getting those results. So I really want you to think about, how are you committing to your clients and making sure they're getting the results, and how are you systemizing that as well. And then the other thing that we're focusing on are our funnels. Now, it's really interesting. I think that there's a lot of different ideas and ways of working out in the market right now. We've got the marketing first element where, when you're creating content like on YouTube, like on a podcast, like on socials, then you're building that relationship where you've got people coming to you. It's very brand first, which I'm all about. The second thing that you want to do with that is also funnels, where you are then retargeting people that have discovered you, they've gone to your website, and now you're just reminding them that, hey, don't forget, you came here, this is available to you, come and join us. And so having those pieces of the puzzle working together for you, I think is really important and something to focus on. And we're going to be doing that within our business too. One of the things that I know is working really well for a number of my marketing girlies that I'm good friends with is the low ticket funnels. So $27 to maybe a $49 or $97 bump, through to something that is a little bit bigger, say $150. And so obviously that's then going to pay for your marketing spend as well. And it's also going to show you what people are really wanting. And then it also builds that relationship that could then take that client through to a higher ticket product or service that you have. So I think understanding what's working and making sure that you're putting those things in place are really important. And then for me, the other thing that I'm focusing on this year is BVC, which is Bold Vibes Consulting. So a year or so ago, I started an agency or a studio where we work with our clients in the personal branding space to help them to develop their strategy and then execute on it. That was a gap that we had with our clients, where we would teach them how to create content, but then they were struggling with actually doing it themselves. So as somebody who used to run a brand agency years ago before I started my business, I went back to my roots and we started BVC. And so now we run content party days, which is basically where clients come for, say, a 2-hour session, and they batch anything from 20 to 30 short form pieces of content, and we deliver that to them. And it just helps them to have then a library of content that they can be using across the board. And so BVC is another thing that we're focusing on and really looking to grow and supporting more clients through it. So that is my strategy for this year. It's something I wanted to share with you and maybe get you thinking about what it is that you're going to be doing, and really think about that top of funnel, the middle of funnel, nurture, and the bottom of funnel, which is obviously delivery, sales, etc. And think about, what is my strategy? What are the things I'm going to focus on that I can do consistently that's going to build my brand, bring in new customers, because a business lives and dies by its leads and your ability to attract and convert those leads, and then becoming obsessed with the results that you get your clients. Because at the end of the day, when you get your clients great results, that then sells for you. So building a brand that sells for you is what I talk about all the time, and that is what I'm here to help you do, is build a personal brand that is truly you, that attracts the ideal and dream clients that you want, and then being able to deliver so that you are getting your clients a transformation and they are talking about you here, there, and everywhere. If you enjoyed this video, then make sure that you subscribe, leave a comment, and feel free to share it. And I will see you next week.